morning, and welcome to our time here on the chancel steps for our story path. Today, I've got my guardian angel bear who is joining me. That's right. And guardian angel bear and I were just talking about Jesus. Jesus has been away from the disciples for some time now, from all the people, actually. The time has passed since Easter, and now the story that I think of today actually happens in December. And I know we're just getting into summertime here in our country, and so we're not wanting to be thinking too much about the snow. But this is the story that the lectionary, the scripture passages that are chosen for us by the church, is for this week. The time in December is during a celebration, a special feast called Hanukkah. And people had gathered around when all of a sudden, you know what happened, guardian angel bear? Jesus showed up, and people began to gather around him once again. They started to question him. Jesus, tell us who you are. Tell us who you really are. And Jesus looked at them and he said, I have already told you the truth, but you did not listen. And actually, what Jesus was really saying was, they did not believe. They did not believe who Jesus really was, because they really weren't looking carefully enough. Well, that reminded me of our story for today. This is called Toby, What Are You? By William Steig. And this is a story about Toby and how Toby dresses up in all sorts of different costumes, changing his identity. And his parents have to try to figure out who or what he is. A great reminder for us as we look at this story of those first disciples trying to figure out the identity of Jesus. What do you think? Should we share our story with everyone now? Arriving home one day, Toby's father is surprised to see his son lying face down by the door. Guess what I am, says Toby. His father thinks for a moment and cries, Aha! A new doormat. He carefully pretends to wipe his feet on his son and goes in. A little later, Toby's parents hear him ask, Now what do you think I am? A clothes tree, they both exclaim. Correct, says Toby. Then Toby says, What am I now? His mother looks and says, Definitely a camel. Wrong, says Toby. Don't you know a bridge when you see one? There's even a boat in the water. Now guess this one, he calls. It's obvious, says his father. Someone has tied you into a knot. Wrong again, says Toby. I'm a pair of scissors. Then they hear a muffled voice calling, What's this? That's easy, says his father. You're a turnip. Wrong again, says the voice. I'm a bag of dirty laundry. In another little while, Toby yells, You'll never get this one. You must be a sandwich, says his mother. Yes, but what kind, says Toby. A banana sandwich, of course. Right, says Toby. Toby comes into the kitchen saying, Here's a hard one. Well, says his mother, you're in a chicken coop, so you're a chicken. No, 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 says Toby. I'm a fly swatter. I see a fish trapped in a net, says his father. Wrong, wrong, and a triple wrong, says Toby. I'm a plate of spaghetti. At dinner, Toby's parents are stumped. Give up, says Toby. I'm a mountain with snow on top. Oh, say the two parents. Guess what this one is, if you can, says Toby. Will you go to bed if we get it? Asks his mother. Okay, Toby answers. Let's see. You're a wobbly coffee table. I am, says Toby. Now it's bedtime, but something scary turns up growling. Oh no, Toby's mother hollers. A dangerous wild animal. His father picks up the wild animal and says, Guess what you are now? A knapsack, says Toby. Nope, says his father. You're a cowboy on his way to bed, and I'm your horse. Toby gets tucked in with 4 or 5 loud goodnight kisses. I wonder what I'll be in my dream, Toby mumbles as he falls asleep. What a great story. You know, Guardian Angel Bear, under every costume that Toby put on, Toby was still just Toby. That's right. Toby's costumes didn't change the person he was. And that was the same with Jesus. Jesus was just telling the people to look at who he was and the things he did, and they would know who he was, because that was his identity under whatever they weren't able to see. Those are the clues that those that were questioning had to figure out for themselves. To watch his works and to see the way he loved others, and they would understand, just like Toby under all his costumes. Thanks for joining Guardian Angel Bear and I on the chancel steps today for Storypath. See you next time. Bye-bye. Subscribe on YouTube so that you don't miss the next story on Storypath.